Have you ever noticed how some people seem to move through life while others feel like they're running on a treadmill? They wake up every morning with good intentions. They promise themselves that today will be different. They'll finally start the business, apply for the job, go to the gym, make the phone call, or chase the dream they've been talking about for years. But when the day ends, nothing has changed. And the strange part? They're exhausted, not because they worked too hard, but because they spent another day wrestling with their own mind. A man once found himself lost in a forest. He wandered for hours, convinced he was searching for the way out. Every path looked familiar, but he kept telling himself, maybe the next turn is the right one. As the sun began to set, an old ranger found him. The ranger didn't ask how long he'd been walking. He asked one simple question. Have you been walking, or have you been walking in circles? The man laughed. Of course I've been moving. The ranger quietly pointed to the ground. There, hidden beneath the leaves, were his own footprints. He had spent the entire day circling the same clearing. Many of us are doing exactly that. We mistake movement for progress. We read another self-help book instead of taking action. We watch another motivational video instead of making the first phone call. We spend hours planning the perfect moment instead of using the imperfect one we already have. Our bodies move. Our minds stay trapped. The hardest prison isn't built with walls. It's built with invisible loops. Imagine Sarah, a young professional who dreamed of starting her own bakery. Every evening after work, she watched baking tutorials, researched recipes, and filled notebooks with business ideas. She even designed a logo before she'd baked a single cake for a customer. Months turned into years. Whenever someone asked why she hadn't started, she always had a convincing answer. I need more experience. I need more money. I need a better kitchen. The truth wasn't that she lacked resources. She was trapped inside a loop where preparation felt safer than possibility. Then there's David. He wanted to get healthy. Every Monday became the fresh start. He bought new workout clothes, downloaded fitness apps, watched transformation videos. But every missed workout convinced him he'd already failed. So he waited for another Monday, another month, another year. His real obstacle wasn't laziness. It was believing that one imperfect day erased every chance of success. These stories sound different, but they're powered by the same hidden engine. The mind craves certainty. Growth only offers possibility, and certainty always feels more comfortable. That's why your brain prefers familiar frustration over unfamiliar opportunity. It isn't trying to ruin your life. It's trying to protect you from disappointment. The problem is that protection often looks exactly like procrastination. Every time you tell yourself, I'll start when I'm ready, your brain rewards you with temporary relief. The anxiety disappears for a moment, but relief isn't progress. It's simply another lap around the same mental clearing. The longer you stay there, the more convincing the excuses become. Soon they no longer sound like fear. They sound like facts. I've missed my chance. I'm too old. I'm too inexperienced. I'm not talented enough. Listen carefully. Those aren't conclusions. They're stories repeated so often that they began wearing the mask of truth. Here's something most people never realize. The biggest breakthroughs rarely begin with confidence. They begin with interruption, one decision, one uncomfortable action, one small step that breaks the loop. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. You never reach balance by studying balance. You found it while wobbling, while falling, while looking awkward. Life works the same way. Confidence isn't the ticket that lets you begin. It's the souvenir you collect after you've already started. Every person you admire has stood exactly where you are now. Unsure, afraid, questioning themselves. The difference wasn't that they felt fearless. The difference was that they stopped negotiating with the voice that demanded certainty. Instead of asking, what if I fail? They asked, what happens if I never begin? That question changes everything, because staying stuck has a cost. Dreams quietly expire. Opportunities pass unnoticed. Relationships weaken. Potential slowly becomes regret. Not overnight, but one ordinary day at a time. Years later, people often say, I don't know where the time went. The truth is, the time went into repeating yesterday. So if you feel stuck today, don't assume something is wrong with you. You're probably not trapped by a lack of talent, you're trapped by a pattern. Patterns can be broken. Not all at once, not with one giant leap, but with one honest choice. Send the application, take the walk, write the first page, make the call, launch the imperfect idea. Your future doesn't need a perfect version of you. It only needs a moving one. Remember the man in the forest? The ranger didn't carry him out. He simply showed him his own footprints. The moment the man realized he had been walking in circles, he stopped chasing another familiar path. He chose a different direction. And that single decision led him out of the forest before nightfall. Maybe that's where you are today, not lost because you can't move, lost because you've been moving in circles. The good news is this: you don't have to escape the entire forest today. You only have to stop following yesterday's footprints. Because the moment you choose a new direction, you're no longer stuck. You're finally moving forward.